Hello, this is Center for Development Studies Library, the famous Kerala section. This perhaps is the largest collection of studies on Kerala anywhere in the world. I don't know how many hours scholars who have studied Kerala have spent their time among these texts. I shall not attempt to refer to the numerous scholars who have contributed to our in-depth knowledge of Kerala's development process. Now, main body of literature attempts to analyze the evolution of these development policies. What were the forces behind these policies? For example, why did the kings in the Travancore, the pre-independence period, adopt education policy of expansion? Why did they promote education? Now, was it the benevolence of the kings? Now, I shall not go into each of these studies, but the main thrust of the arguments have been that is largely due to the initiatives from below, demand from below, public action from below, which resulted in the governments to respond on a favorable way to the popular aspirations. This is true of pre-independence period as well as post-independence period. And now, while these studies were going on, towards during the 1980s, a new critical trend began to develop in the Kerala studies. Many were worried that there was a trade-off between equity and growth. Kerala was stagnant, economy was not growing. In the absence of economic growth, is it possible to maintain the gains of redistribution? Many argued it could not be. I shall refer to only one book. This is by Professor K.K. George, Limits to Kerala Model of Development. George argued that the development policies entail a high level of social expenditure and relatively faster growth, while the economic base remains stagnant, resulting in very low level of resource mobilization and deceleration over time, which resulted in a widening fiscal and revenue deficit, leading to unsustainability of Kerala development model. Well, there have been a large number of studies of this kind, and the general wisdom was Kerala model means low economic growth and high quality of life. Well, towards the latter half of 1990s, the scholars began to discern that something was changing in Kerala. Kerala economy was accelerating from late 1980s onwards. Now, the reason behind was the migration to the Gulf countries, inflow of remittances and remittance-led growth that was taking place. And now, it was argued that migration to Gulf countries is not merely exogenous factor, accidental factor. It was the investment in human resources that enabled the ordinary laborers from Kerala to take advantage of the opportunities of job opportunities in the Gulf countries. And therefore, the old notion about low economic growth and high quality of life was broken, and Kerala as entered moved away from a vicious circle of underdevelopment to a virtuous cycle of growth. And this was the argument, but there were many who said that there were certain fundamental weaknesses in the pattern of growth through the 1990s, which, if not corrected, will lead to social unrest and so on. Now we shall turn to these issues in my next episode.